Haha, I figured out a workaround, kind of when it came to my intro. Because I don't have Restream Premium right now. They don't let me actually have my intros. And unfortunately, that I hate that because I like doing my intros. So I'm like, what can I do to work around this, right? Yeah, I just shared my screen and I flipped over real quick. So I'm like, that kind of works, right? That kind of works, and I'll be back to normal next week. So yes, good afternoon, everyone. I just got done and editing me and Bianca's video, so make sure you guys check that out. We have a premiere tomorrow about kind of expanding upon what we've gotten from a little bit of pushback of our last video, right? It was Pride Month. We're like, we're going to do something for Pride. What's our favorite characters? And then, oh my goodness, bring it on. Because, of course, being gay's political now. So gay characters are political. So we talked a little bit more about that. But yes, I just got that up and all that fun stuff. But how is everybody? We are going to do some disagreements. I got to share this first though. And I might actually do a dedicated video to it because it is that funny. It is that funny. I sent you an email yesterday. Yes, Davia. I did get it. I haven't been able to respond to my emails all day. So I'll write you back after the stream or first thing tomorrow, but I will get to it. Hello, Melly. Hello, Robert. Hello, Bianca. Hello, Shane. Hello, Hooded Justice in Sultan. I seen EP in here earlier. Hello, Raymond. Hello, bipolar god of science fiction. Okay, hello, Elon. If I missed you, I apologize. Um, Geek Easy. Hello. I think I got. Hello, Jay. How are you today? So we're gonna cartoon and comics. Hello. So I wanted to talk. Before I'm gonna put the link in the chat for disagreements. But my goodness, I got to show you something funny. So if you guys were at my stream last week, we did talk with Liana Kersner and we talked to Rocky from Comic Boom, who is a lawyer. And we kind of, broke down the verdict of the JD and AH case, right? And, and we were talking about kind of the hypocrisy of fandom just slightly. And I talked about trolling sometimes on my community post and all that, and Boys had just came out. Episode 1 through 3 was out at the time, and I was talking about how it was woke as fuck, and I kind of got a little bit of pushback for that, right? How could the boys, Garth Ennis, how could it be woke? Well, I mean, by all senses of what we've seen from fandom, it is. But I find this way too funny because, of course, like clockwork, Miss Marvel was downvoted and review brigaded. I mean, and of course, like clockwork, the same happened with Obi-Wan. But nobody expects it from the boys. Oh my God. It's not true to the comic. It's, you know what? My biggest issue this season so far, honestly, Elon, is that Huey. So Huey's a great character. Obviously, he's based off of Simon Pegg in the comics. They kind of fixed that issue. He's actually the dad in this. Hello, Sage. Hello, Iron Spider. And my biggest issue, and I'm not giving any spoilers away here by saying this, is that it is they kind of made a mockery of Huey. Eve Barlow's rotten crotch. Hello. Like, they definitely are going into the emasculated version of him, which I don't remember ever. Like, he was always they took V in the comics no matter what. Right from the beginning, whereas this is a little different. Whereas there's a lot of issues with the comic that I personally have talked out about and I don't like. It's Garth Ennis. He's super edgy, right? Like that. He's just edgy for the sake of edgy sometimes. But my biggest issue is that they kind of made Huey like meh. Yeah, like just like, what the fuck happened to Huey? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But the rest of it I really like. But and I still like Huey as a character. Don't get me wrong. He seems like he might be by the end of this 4th episode getting his balls back, so to speak. But Huey, boy, you can open your own mayonnaise jar. I promise it's okay. You don't need Starlight. I love the comic. I'm not, there was a lot of things in the comics I can't say I thoroughly enjoyed, especially, the Starlight stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, episode 4, they turned Huey into a badass. They needed to kind of knock him down a little bit to build him up. You know what I mean? And I definitely see him getting a little bit of his balls back. But I brought this up for the simple reason that I said, by all anti-SJW logic, The Boys is so woke. Like, it absolutely depicts gun-loving nuts, Nazis. It absolutely depicts very, very political left-leaning things. Eric Kripke is a very, very left-leaning person. It is extremely woke, right? But I was kind of being smartass about it, right? Being tongue-in-cheek. But I actually didn't expect it to get downvoted for that reason. The Soy Boys, I was looking forward to it, but their boring agenda and quality of development, it went full woke. Fucking no, I didn't expect it. I find it comical, very, very comical, but I actually was being very tongue in cheek about it. This woke tribe has absolutely nothing to do to the comic it's supposed to be based on. That I would disagree. All the males were cucked and gender changed. Actually, there was only one male. I think Stormfront is the only male that are the only gender swap, and actually it worked really, really well with the Homelander thing. So I don't know, unless I'm missing some. I know that A-Train was race swapped, if that's what they mean. The Boys was woke since season 1. Thank you, Dennis. Yes, it was woke as fuck. It always has been. It talks about American exceptionalism very, very early on. It talks about corporations taking advantage of characters like Maeve, right? Brave Maeve. Yes, it was absolutely. It's always been woke. But yeah, it's kind of got to be so in their face for them to notice it. But actually, I think it's pretty funny that it's catching on. The woke SJW rubbish. And this was the one that everybody was like, this is really good. This was really good. No, who needs a coherent story when you've got agenda? What? Another show pushing the liberal agenda. First season, great. Second, SU agenda. No, stop it. Please. I just found it so funny. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I actually didn't expect it to be called woke just because it's a really good show. It really is. I love The Boys. Not a fan of The Boys. It just makes me feel like they're trying too hard. Oh, I get that. I get what you're saying, but I think in this instance it works. It's almost a satire of the world, right? Like, if superheroes actually existed now, they would be viewed as gods, essentially, gods among men, but not in the way that Superman would be, more like in the way that Homelander, fucking psychotic Homelander, would be. Liberal is not the right word. Wait, I must have missed something. I think this show is tons of fun. I do too. I will never, ever, and I mean ever, look at sneezing the same after the first episode of season 3. And if you don't know what I mean, It's probably good. It's probably good. Like, I didn't expect it. But oh my god, people are bitching about The Boys now. Yeah, Chuck, they absolutely are. Oh yeah. And it's so good. It's so fun. So let me share the link here. I really like The Boys. I think it's a phenomenal show. I think it is extremely more accurate to what superheroes would be like if they were in the real world as compared to, you know, if we actually had a Superman, or a Batman or any sort of character like that, a Wonder Woman. They would definitely be feared, and they would definitely not be your typical Superman. So I think it was really, really good. Liberal agenda. Liberal isn't the right word. Okay. You mean on that review? I definitely see it as liberal-ish. I don't think liberal's a bad word though. I think the one that most people try to demonize is left leaning, or leftist rather. Except Homelander is a fucking monster. You are absolutely correct, Tevia. I kind of love it though. I'm not gonna lie. And it's also getting review bombed for far left. There we go. It's also getting review bombed for its release schedule because it's on a weekly release schedule and you don't get to do that binge thing. The criticism, leftism isn't liberal. Okay, that's fair. I think that's pretty fair. I actually like it a lot, and I think it works better for marketing because you have people. Like Stranger Things, this time they released it all in, or half and half, but normally they release it all in one big chunk. It's done. People binge it, it's over. If you actually release it on a weekly schedule, like what we've seen from Disney Plus with Moon Knight, even though I think they did release the first, no, maybe it was it the first two? I don't remember exactly. But I actually think it keeps the hype alive, right? People are still talking about it. People are still making videos, and I think I need to do a video on episode 1 through 4 because this is a show that people should not sleep on. It is absolutely a show that people should not sleep on. I got my link in the chat if anyone has disagreements. Another really good thing that came out this week, I believe it was. I don't know if you guys happen to see. If no one comes on, we'll look at it. But we got a Sandman trailer. We got a motherfucking Sandman trailer. We got a Sandman trailer. I haven't been this excited for a show since maybe Umbrella Academy. No. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Sandman, I absolutely love. And I think that it looks really good so far. But I'm not sure how it seemed like they were going through, like, from what Neil Gaiman said, like the first 16 issues. 16. If you guys remember Jupiter's Legacy, dirty fucking word, only took 6 pages in the very first comic. But now Sandman is actually doing the first 16 issues, or right around there. They're going through the dollhouse. Ish area, right? Enough to leave it open for the next. So it's a lot of material to cover. Let me know. Did I just say meow? No, I did not. But I have a fan on me. If you guys can hear that, or if that's like making a weird noise, let me know if it's bad. Did you like Sandman from Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man movie? Wrong Sandman. Okay, we're just gonna bring it up. That's what we're gonna do. Usually I have somebody jumping on, but we're just gonna bring it up. We're gonna show you guys. Netflix had like that Geeked Week thing. I think Sandman was about the only good thing to come out of it. Because it looks like let me rewind it here. It looks like, what's the fan's name? Oh my god, that's such a dead joke. That's hilarious though. Let me make sure I got my screen correctly. It looks so good. Look at him. Just please savor in this. Oh, Cuphead. Cuphead had a season 2. Yes, you're right. I forgot about that. Star Trek was always woke. Are you kidding, Shane? Are you kidding?
I'm the king of dreams.
Look at it. Please. Relish in it.
Ruler of the nightmare realm.
I cannot believe it. It looks so good. Like,
What are you doing here, Etty?
He's coming, isn't he?
I am so excited, if you can't tell.
Yeah. Morpheus, the Aneromancer. You know the Sandman.
He's a fairy story, Etty.
He's no fairy story. He's back.
Good to know. What's he got in his hands? Open your hands!
He's naked.
Now!
Like, honestly, right there, if you look at that side shot, I'm trying to back it up. That looks amazing. This is so good.
Forgive me, sire, the palace, the realm. They are not.
They did, this is, Lucian. They did, gender swap Lucian.
As you left them. With you gone, the realm began to decay and crumble.
The dreams and nightmares no longer.
Did you just see death? Did you just see death? You got a glimpse, right? I love it. It looks like she's got the Oris thing on her eye and everything. If she says fat pigeons, I will be so ecstatic. Please, you cannot miss out on the fat pigeons.
No longer seem to
Desire. Oh my goodness.
recognize their monster.
Oh.
The dreams and nightmares no longer seem to recognize them.
Dr. Destiny, which I hate that story. Like, I like it, but the Dr. Destiny story is so beyond fucked up. How are you going to portray that? Honestly. Like, the 24-hour, I can't. I don't know how they're going to do it.
The monster. You will remind them. He's free. He's out of his cage.
It's really weird. August 5th. I love it. It's really weird, but I don't know if I know who that is. Is that Lucifer?
Out of his cage.
No, they gender swapped Lucifer. Does anyone know who that is? Hello, Reese. It can't be Lucifer. Who the fuck is that? Somebody's got to know, right? I know that book inside and out. I know that story inside and out, that Audible, that comic, and I don't know who that is. We got to see Joanna, though. Is that Constantine? No. Constantine's not going to be in it. Joanna is. His, great-grandma? Right here. This is Joanna. She looks good. I can't imagine she is going to play a huge role. She wasn't a huge role in the comic, but you know what? They're going to switch stuff around. So it looks like we're going to get, it looks like maybe we're going to get stuff from the dollhouse. He's going to have to get back all of his sand, his pennant, his helmet. I don't know who that is. With all the race swapping, it's hard to tell. Is it? How? Like, that was clearly Death. That was clearly Lucian. There's no other race swapping. I don't think it was hard to tell at all. Is that Jenna Coleman? Yes, it is. Yes, it absolutely is. Playing Joanna. So I don't know. I hope she gets a good role because she doesn't have a huge role in it. And I wonder if we're gonna get to see Shakespeare. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm really excited about that. What is up? What is your? I hope you have a disagreement.
Yes, I do actually. It's just a little one, just a small one. But I figured no one else has come in. Why not?
Okay, hold on. You're. I don't know if it was just me, but that was really loud.
Oops, sorry.
All right, you're good.
All right. Well, my disagreement is technically when one says Star Trek was always woke, that's both true and not true. True in that, yes, if you look at what Starfleet's future is, it's very much communism fully realized in a proper way, where no money, no nothing, but it's in that way that you can never reach it. Plus, a bunch of its own beliefs are to a degree, but current Star Trek, oh no, it's the other definition of woke, where especially when you have a lot of people who are longtime fans who very much have leftist beliefs, who are complaining about stuff like Picard and everything. Guys like Angry Joe are saying, no, this is what these guys who are complaining about for Star Wars have been saying. This is these characters make no sense. It doesn't feel like Star Trek whatsoever. They're putting in stuff that feels more like the writers have never read and watched Star Trek before, and they're just putting in their own beliefs, or it's a vanity project in the case of some of the actors. So, yeah, it's like when people say that about Star Trek, it's both true and not true, is what I was trying to say.
I mean, yeah, I get it, but it was always about, I don't know, I don't watch Picard. But, it was always very
left leaning.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, but it was more the traditional liberal and less of a
right, but unfortunately, unless you have people like me, the traditional liberal doesn't exist anymore. The traditional liberal was
true.
Far left back then.
That's very true, and yeah, I'm just saying that is the problem with current Star Trek. And when you have people like Angry Joe, who again is usually a guy who will call out the anti-SJWs when he says, okay, in this instance, I see what they're talking about. Yeah, then you could definitely tell there's an issue, because he kept ranking Picard very low. He's ranked Discovery low. Now, of course, everyone's loving Strange New Worlds because it actually feels like traditional Trek finally. But it feels like
I haven't watched any of it. I'm not going to lie. I have zero interest. I've not heard really anything good.
Okay, well, I'm just saying that that's what I've noticed with it, and that's what I've known so many other people have said about it. And that's just when it comes to Star Trek. When it comes to a bunch of other things, I agree with you more heartily on that. But when it comes to Star Trek, it's just one of those cases where yes, you could say it was very left. What do you mean? Am I drunk, Joseph?
You're familiar with Sandman? Who was the bleeding guy at the end?
I'm only very loosely familiar with Sandman, the bleeding guy. Oh man, I gotta go back and do a read through again.
Fucking fan.
Hey! I gotta go back through and do a reread again.
I know I need to do that before it comes out.
But yeah, that was my disagreement. Simply, just that when it comes to Star Trek, it's one of those cases where, in the traditional sense, yes, it was very left-leaning, but it was a fair left-leaning. The current shows going on, with the exception of Strange New Worlds, have been, like I said, people are coming in with their agendas on their sleeves, and, I mean, it's like...
you don't think they had for the love of God, it was a Corinthian. Oh my fucking God.
Good one, Raymond, you're right.
Hold on. Yep, you're right. Something about Star Trek woke. I agree. Whatever. Now we need to look at the Corinthian.
Hey, no worries. I can stick around through this.
Oh my God, it was the Corinthian! Oh my fucking God!
That makes sense.
I am so fucking hyped for this shit.
Yeah.
Very sorry, Mark.
Oh my God, I just looked at the comic image compared to his comics and to the actor. Oh my God, it actually does fit.
It fits perfectly. How did I not?
I just did a search. It's an image of him holding his finger to his sunglasses, just like him from the comics doing that. The guy looks spot on.
Oh my God, I cannot wait. Okay.
The only, the only,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna say the only,
totally.
yeah,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say one. I was gonna say the only difference is he's a blonde hair, not a platinum blonde like he was, or white haired like he is in the comics.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but like that's all I was going to say when it came to that was my disagreement when it comes to Star Trek. It's more, and I'll just also say this: it's more that case, and something that I kind of realized a bit late to the party on wokeism and the SJWism, the gender studies, all this stuff has become almost like a religion in that you have the extreme zealots who are in it just for the belief. And then you have those who are the more normal ones who are like, oh yeah, they care about this stuff, but it's not driving their lives. And I feel like a number of those, and that's how you want to look at those who are, for example, writing this tripe. They're the ones who are in it and they're letting their own beliefs take over any good sense of writing. That doesn't mean that would apply to all people who believe this stuff. No, definitely not. But in those cases where they pop up, those are the ones where you can kind of blame it on.
Gotcha. See, yeah, that's why I just don't watch it.
Well, yeah, well, that's why it's hard for me not to watch it because I'm such a long-time Trek fan. But you get what I mean, though, right? Like,
yes, I get what you mean.
It's like those who are very religious. Oh, those are sometimes the idiots that make most of the people who are into religion very look bad. Well, it's the same thing with those on the far left. Those ones who really believe that gender studies makes all the normal people look bad.
That is freaking... I can't believe it was the Corinthian. I'm sorry. I'm still so sidetracked. Me and Noted Justice just reviewed American Nightmare. If you guys haven't checked American Nightmare out, it is so fucking good. Okay, I'm so hyped. Okay. All right, Robert. I believe you.
Okay. I'll see you later.
Bye, Robert. Thank you. Yeah, hi. Shelby, how are you? Are you high?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Just to be clear, I'm not high, but I may be trapped inside of my car.
You may be trapped?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is not a plea for help, and that doesn't matter. Let's go disagreement before I pass out. It's really hot in here.
Oh no. Okay, so what's your disagreement?
Well, I think the major disagreement that I had recently with you was on your video of hate, and I think that was the one, right? Mm-hmm. The recent one that you uploaded.
And I had a disagreement with you on that too.
Yeah, and I noticed that you didn't heart my comment. That means war. That means that you don't agree with me. So
I'm sorry.
You better
I was so
not fight me. We got beef.
You made a weird point, and it made me think. But why would you ever go into so entertainment in general? Why would you said the norm? Why is the norm positive?
Yeah.
Why would you ever want to go into entertainment being negative?
Well, I also asked myself because I noticed, I thought about it when you told me why it should be negative, but I also remember because there is material and projects out there that are supposed to be like negative, like a negative portrayal of something. So It wouldn't be like me wanting to go like, I'm mad and I'm gonna go watch, I don't know, like a kid's movie wanting to hate it, but it's more like, I don't know why I'm supposed to love it. Why am I supposed to root for it? And now, and it's like, even now that I come into the stream and I hear you guys talking about Sandman, it's like, I don't really know that much about Sandman, but the only thing that I know is that it has Netflix on it. So I find it funny that that you guys are like nerding out that I know it's Netflix. So it's not like, I don't know, it's
but Netflix like made Umbrella Academy, and that show's phenomenal. Netflix made Sweet Tooth, and it wasn't terrible. They just Disney-fied it. Netflix has Stranger Things, and that's really good. Netflix has a lot of decent original programming. Just some of the stuff they fuck up beyond belief. So, like, I
Yeah,
get what you mean.
but when they fuck up, they fuck up. That's
They
the
fuck up
thing.
hard. Yeah.
And it's like it's to the point where it's kind of hard to find something that's like middle of the road, not bad, not good. Because in Netflix, it's either good or it's bad. That's kind of how I see it. Because like Cowboy Bebop, that shit got hard. That it was not good. It sucked. Like as a fan of the original anime, it sucked hard. That's the thing. And other things like I know that you don't like me to mention it, so I'm not even gonna mention it. But you know what?
They fuck that up
And
beyond belief. Beyond
yeah,
belief.
they literally stretch out what's supposed to be like not even maybe 2 issues, not even that. But they like, and you get it. You get it why they fuck up stuff, and I guess that's my excuse to be like, it's Netflix. I'm not supposed to. I'm not cheering. I'm not gonna go into it like hoping that it's good. That's the thing, and I guess that's like my overall sentiment on why should positivity be the like the standard for judging stuff, especially in the
I don't
in like
I think objectivity should be the standard, but I don't watch anything that I'm not I'm very particular about what I spend my time on. So I'm not going to go into something not being interested into it. So generally when I go into watching something, I'm already interested in it. Like I already love the Sandman. I already loved Umbrella Academy. I already love stuff like Moon Knight or the Batman. So those things kind of positivity kind of comes along the side of that, right? So you're already a fan of something, then yeah, I don't get why um you wouldn't go and be positive about it. Another good example, Love, Death and Robots. That's a really good one on Netflix.
oh, that's great. I love as a
And
fan of
then
animation. I
Cobra
love that.
Kai.
Yeah, also I haven't seen the last season, but it's kind of like a family thing that I do. Like we'll watch it together. So, but on those things, it's like I before that I didn't know much about Cobra Kai, but I went into it just thinking whatever, I'm just gonna watch it, and I ended up liking it. But the thing is that for other things that like you don't have any prior knowledge about it, so
I
you
don't
go
watch it
into
then.
it.
If I don't have prior
But then
knowledge, I
don't
don't watch
you
it.
just miss out on something, even if you like it or you don't like it.
I mean, probably, but I'm more of a read. I like the way I like entertainment is enjoying it through reading. So I have to have a serious like connection in order to actually spend my time.
You're telling me that you like comics? Wow, I didn't know that.
I
Crazy.
just mean
But
literature in general. I'd much rather
yeah,
spend my
yeah,
time that way.
I get it because I remember that when I think you uploaded like the first video on like the Arcane reviews, and you said it was boring.
Yeah,
And yeah, but at the end, like you've said so many times that it's good, and it's like you have to give something, like you have to give your time to get into something, and
yeah,
if it ends up being like you just spend like 2 days watching a full series to be like, oh, this sucked. Like I sat through it and it still sucked. That's the thing with a bunch of things, and that's why I think like I don't really want to go in. I don't think that going into every single thing positively is good, because at the end, if you end up disappointed and you like defended the thing, but like the majority of people are like, yeah, it's bad, you're gonna end up like a hypocrite or something, or like biased against like actual criticism to it. Because look, I watched Morbius and I liked the movie.
yeah.
I did. I don't know why, but I feel like it feels like a movie from 2010. That's it. And I don't know why I liked it. But I don't think that that means that I can go and say, hey, why is everyone like rage bombing or review bombing Morbius? I don't think, because there is criticism to it. That's why I also go into the thing about they are saying that Miss Marvel is being review bombed and Obi-Wan, and it's like, is it
It is.
like there is
Yeah.
there is it's not a possibility that people just don't like it.
Like, it was being reviewed on, like, the minute it was released. Like, not even in time for people to actually see it.
But now that it's been out for almost like what 2 weeks, 1 week, not Ms. Marvel, Obi-Wan. I haven't even seen Ms.
I
Marvel,
think a
so I
little
don't
bit
know what
longer
that's
than
about.
that.
Yeah, so it does because I go into circles, especially Star Wars circles, and people who also just don't watch it, and people are like, "Yeah, it's kind of like a mid show. It's not that good." And it's like, so you tell me at the beginning it was review bombing, but at this point people actually like sat through it and they realize it's maybe not that good. Does that still count as a review bomb? Or like hate? I don't know what is the name, like outrage or hate bait or whatever it's called. When people actually just don't like it. That's it.
I think you have to kind of look at, and I said this thing with the exact same thing, weirdly enough, with Amber Heard. You have to look at patterns of behavior. And this is pretty typical within that fandom, and it's also very typical within the comics fandom. It's something that happens every single time anything new comes out. So, no, I guess Obi-Wan wouldn't be considered review bombing, but it is pretty hilarious to see the reasons. Like, if you're going in there calling it, just like I showed you guys earlier with the boys stuff, like, if your reason is it's SJW trash, I'm just not taking you seriously anymore. I'm just not.
I haven't seen the last season of The Boys. I'm just waiting for it to all come out so I can watch it in a single night. That's how I do it.
That's fair. That's fair. Let
Yeah,
me get this
because
super
there's
chat real quick. Gary, thank you so much. I get it. I hate how people blindly love everything in the MCU, making um accusations for She-Hulk trailer just because it's in the MC. Oh, excuses. Yeah, that looked like Fiona.
yeah,
There's
and that's
no doubt about it. The way it was set up, the dialogue, I love that. But like, there was no excuse for that CGI. Absolutely. Thank you,
I
Gary.
I kind of I buy with the idea of like a female centric She-Hulk because she is a female. I don't have a problem with that. The CGI, yeah, that's a problem. And I saw a tweet that said, average Marvel fan, oh, it's probably gonna be better after post. And Marvel DC like has 10 years of experience having bad CGI. Like even Doctor Strange has bad CGI. They
Yeah.
don't fix it, so people going, oh, it's gonna be better at, like when it actually comes out. It's like, no, they've been doing this for almost 15 years. They don't fix it. That's how it comes out.
Well, they
That's a,
did fix a little bit of the CGI, but I still think it was pretty bad, especially when it sucks because She-Hulk is generally such a fucking cool character. Like, unless
yeah.
you're written by Mariko Tamaki or Jason Aaron, you can't go wrong with She-Hulk. And this was
Look,
the
the
one
only
show besides Moon Knight I was like, fuck yes. And then I was like, oh my god, Shrek.
yeah, I can't like I literally can't look at her because it looks weird. And I was talking with a friend and she told me they should have just gotten like a big woman, like a buff woman to play her. Like not as a separate character or like her form, to actually just be She-Hulk.
Like
And
how
that
they
would be a
did
better,
it with the original Hawk series.
yeah, because you bring in actual representation of female body types who are
That
built,
I think
who are
that's a
like
great idea.
it would be better than like awful CGI, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I don't think people would knock on it as much either cuz you're trying something different. You're taking that chance, and the chance they took with the CGI is oof. Yeah, that was
No,
bad. I really want to
and
like
then
this show, but
I don't know. I don't like. I like the character of She-Hulk, but I don't have any intention to go into it like hoping it's gonna be good. And maybe at the beginning when it was announced, I didn't have a problem with that. I actually wanted to
right.
see her. But so far, it's like almost everything that you are giving us from that show, it looks awful. And honestly, it's kind of starting to look boring. That's it. Like, and
Yeah, I
besides
get
after that, there's not much else from Disney Plus.
Yeah, I have no idea what else they have in store. No idea, but I want to go into She-Hulk liking it, but I don't know. Like, I'm going to be very particular because if I want to enjoy She-Hulk, I'm just gonna go back and read the old Dan Slott, or I'm going to read the current Rainbow Rowell is really, really good. There's ways around that. And I don't think it was they made this smart decision. Robert, thank you so much. Disagree. Jen is to be very smaller than She-Hulk. That's what he means. Two different people playing, right?
Yeah, like that would be like, even if it's kind of campy, I don't think it would be that bad, like a bad of idea. Maybe use CGI for the transition and stuff like that. But
Exactly.
I
Or
don't think
even
it's
go
that.
that old campy route where they hide and jump. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because I don't. Did they ever say if they're gonna go with the whole fourth wall breaking
oh
aspect?
yeah,
I don't
they
think so,
are.
right? Oh yeah, they
Oh,
are.
I thought so.
I don't know, because I was looking at the trailer like when it came out, and I was like, does she break the fourth wall like directly?
I
I don't
think
think so,
so. I don't know. I
because
don't
they
know.
already. Yeah, I don't believe in that. I don't believe that's the thing. I wish. No, even more. I don't even want to like have the idea that they're gonna do that like for the MCU. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't know how they're gonna do it with Deadpool.
I get it, but I still don't. I'm still not of the mind to go into something with a negative light. That's just me. I'm always been kind of glass half filled. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
But
it's like
I'm also very
you ever.
particular.
Yeah, but like, doesn't it feel frustrating where when you're like, oh, this is gonna be great, this is gonna be great, and you actually watch it and it sucks?
Fuck yes. You seen
Because
my shit
yeah,
on
because that's.
Jupiter's Legacy, right?
Oh my god, she said the word, guys. Bam,
I
bam, bam.
know, I said
No,
it. I was so mad. I was so mad. That how do you butcher the best universe besides DC? The best universe. How the fuck do you butcher that? We can't talk about it.
yeah,
We
and
can't talk about it.
that's like why that's why I also asked you, hey, what would have happened if the Batman was bad, the movie? And you're like,
I
probably
would
would
have
have cried. I think, yeah, because and like, as someone who is into like, I'm into comics, yeah, but I'm not like as much as you are, guys. I'm more into anime. And when we go into a show hyping it up and then it sucks, it feels bad. You feel like an idiot, and everyone tells you that you're an idiot. That's
well,
because
yeah,
you
didn't
put
you say
so
one
much
time that like BL anime was your favorite?
BL.
Yeah, like the boys love stuff.
No, I'm pretty sure that's Bianca maybe. Yeah,
Sorry, I had to.
boys love.
Yeah.
I'm not against it.
I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
You're finally getting terms from anime. I thought that you didn't even know what it was.
I know Bianca
Yeah.
is wearing off on me.
Yeah. Oh my god. So that's kind of like the only disagreement that I have, unless you want to get like super political about stuff.
Oh god. Oh god, I don't know about that. I've got Leo up and I know he hates me.
No,
That should be
that's fine. Either
interesting.
way, I have to go back to finding out how to escape my car before.
Oh
No, that's fine.
no. All right,
Uh,
thank you so much, Shelby.
yeah, no problem. See
Bye.
you later. Bye.
Oh god. Okay. Hi Leo, how are you? So you show up not to say anything?
No, I was muted.
Oh, okay. All right, what's up?
Nothing. Just here to say, I see your subscribers like doubled since last I checked.
Yes. Yes, I've been trying. I mean, I finally got over that fucking plateau, thank God.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I actually, I was watching your channel for the Amber Heard verdict. I was watching it
Oh,
live.
really?
Yes, I
That's
did.
awesome.
Yeah, I heard it from you first.
Fuck yes, that's cool. I didn't think you watched my channel anymore.
No, I still watch it. Just don't
That's awesome.
comment.
You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I finally got Department of Truth and
What'd you think?
Crossover. No, I didn't read them. I mean, I bought them. But actually,
Oh,
let me see. I was just tracking it. Yeah, it's actually coming tomorrow. It said Wednesday before. Yeah, it's actually coming tomorrow. Cool. But You know what? I ordered like volume 2 for crossover. I mean, I ordered volume 1. I was gonna wait for volume 2, and then as soon as I ordered volume 1, they got volume 2 afterwards. So I
Of
gotta spend
course.
another shipping fee for that one. I was so mad.
Of course.
You've
Yeah,
read
I think you're
volume
really gonna
2?
like them.
You've
Yeah,
read
I've
volume
read
2
all of
already?
everything of Department of Truth that they put out so far. There's
Oh
a
no, I'm
couple of
talking
filler.
crossover.
Oh,
Crossover.
crossover. Yep, I read all of it. It's so good.
Yeah, I got volume 3 up to volume 3 for Department of Truth. So yeah, I hope they're good. I only bought them because you kind of recommended them. They seem interesting based on the premise. Seems like what I would be into.
Department of Truth is very conspiratorial, kind of like looking into the weird, and that's what I love about it. It goes like from like Bigfoot to aliens to flat earthers, like everything. It's so fun.
Yeah, it sounds like stuff I'd be interested in.
Yeah, definitely. So what's your disagreement?
Oh, we don't have enough time in the world for that.
Oh, come on. You got to have
You know,
one.
yeah, too many. Like we'd be here all day. I don't want to take up your whole stream with that.
Well, I know let me get Robert's super chat real quick, then I got a question. Tris, before you move on, thoughts on the Ezra stuff. I don't know. I don't know much about it. I do know that some of the allegations about it seems like some of the allegations about grooming were fake and they were admitted to be fake, but I would have to look more into it. I've been really entirely too busy the last few weeks to really dive into it, but maybe I will for a video. Thank you so much, Robert. So, man, how do I say this nicely? You talk a lot of shit for not having disagreements.
I do have disagreements, but like it would just be so random. Like I don't have any reason to bring up something random to disagree with.
But then why go over and I did a whole stream about this. Why go over there and be like, oh, everything I say is stupid and everything else?
Because everything you say is stupid.
But you can't name one thing. Come on.
Because there's so many. Like, why? What do you want me to say? Like, say something, and then I'll just say, okay, you're wrong. Say anything. I'll disagree. Bring up something right now.
I mean, specifically, that video was making fun of a tongue-in-cheek post that I talked about. Oh, what was it? You can only have 6 dildos in Texas, but as many guns as you want. Like, I think you should know by now that was a fucking joke. Like, who takes that kind of shit seriously from me? Who takes anything seriously from me?
Yeah, when I made that comment, I didn't even watch the video yet, so I didn't even know what you said.
That's all right. I don't blame you. It's a lot to get through.
But yeah, I saw your post and stuff. Yeah, I know that's just you trolling.
Yeah, I don't get his weird infatuation.
Didn't you kind of start it though? Because I'm pretty sure I only know his channel because of you.
No, he made.
No, you did.
Started off as Toxic Pop, and then he went to Alpha Eagle. He made about 10 different screen names.
Oh,
every time he would.
He's Toxic Pop. Are you sure?
Yes, he's the same person. I'm positive, 100%. He's Comics is cool. He's Christ is King. He's Jesus is King. He's made so many different fucking screen names to come at my channel and try to instigate or antagonize me.
I'm sure he's not Team Turd though. That was somebody that called him.
No, that was somebody else, yeah. But and then when I finally said enough was enough was when he started teaming up with JDA and is making videos on that. And then he started making videos on me and just some guy. So no, I didn't start anything. I didn't know who he was until he was.
You are the one that did the reaction to his video from like 3 years ago. That's how it started. After you did.
No, he was a subscriber long before that. I do reaction streams. I haven't done one in a while.
Yeah,
and
you
he
reacted
sent
to
me
his
the
video.
video. He sent me the video to react to. Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, it makes sense. Oh, you got set up then.
Yeah,
set
and
you up.
now he's just his whole channel at this point is focused on me and just some guy.
Well, it's just you. It's only when just some guy was on your stream, so it's still you.
Well, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I'm not even that fucking interesting. I troll people and
I disagree. Okay,
talk
I
about
disagree with
comics.
that. You are interesting.
No, I'm not. I talk about comic books. I talk about Johnny Depp. Like, what's interesting? I'm sorry, but most people that have been here for more than 2 minutes know I troll. Know that I post stuff about the boys being woke being a joke. Know that I post dumb shit. If you're taking that seriously, please go touch grass. Like, in the nicest way possible.
I need to watch The Boys too. Yeah, I'll get on that. Because my boy, what's his name? Jensen Ackles is in.
Oh yeah, Soldier Boy.
Yeah,
That's
I
awesome.
love Supernatural. That's the only good CW show that ever existed.
I actually never even seen it.
Yeah, that was my favorite show. So.
Wait, you don't like Superman and Lois or Stargirl?
No, I don't watch any of those. I don't watch comic book shows except The Boys. That's the only one I watch.
Wow. Wow, slacking.
Jupiter's Legacy already let me down, so I'm not giving. And the other one. What's the other one again? The one with
Sweet Tooth?
No, the one close. The one where the men all die or some shit. What's it called? How did I one? The one where all the men die and it's only women.
Why the Last Man? What the?
Yeah, yeah, that one let me down. I gave that one a chance.
But that was not Netflix.
No, I mean it got canceled. That's what I'm disappointed in.
Did you enjoy the first season?
No, I didn't enjoy it, but like I still wanted it to like adapt the entire thing and just play out the whole story. So I'm disappointed it got canceled because I wanted to.
Why was it bad?
I wasn't expecting it to be good. I just wanted them to just at least play out the things like to the end, the way I went in the comic, at least a little bit, but because I did like the comic.
Yeah, and I like Brian K. Vaughan anyway. I wish they could figure out a way to do like an animated saga. That would be awesome.
I don't know what it is with Eric Kripke. Like he can't make anything that I hate. Like every show he's involved with, I always love it somehow, even though he's some weirdo leftist. It's so weird. Like Supernatural is my favorite.
Did he do
show.
Invincible too?
No, Kirkman and some other people were behind it. Kirkman himself was involved with that. I don't know.
It's good though.
But I know he did Supernatural. There's one called Timeless, and then he's involved with The Boys. Like everything he does, I usually like. But I don't
know where this came from, memes of destruction, but I totally agree. I don't know where that came from, but yes. No, I thought he did Invincible, but yeah, you're right. That is a
Eric Sandler. Nobody was talking about Fox. I don't know where it came up.
Fox is a fucking joke.
Yeah, I always hated Fox. Wait, are we talking about the same thing?
the news network.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I can't stand them. I hate politics in general, but
I don't blame you. It's a mess. Oh, I really thought you were gonna have disagreement.
I did disagree. You said you're not interested, and I said yes, you are.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And goodness. You also said well, I guess you were right about that. You said Alpha Eagle was the one harassing you or whatever. But to me, from the way I saw it, I saw you post about him first. So you're the one.
Right, and I understand that. I get it, but no, he asked me to. He was a subscriber for a while, and it was like
really, I've never seen him before.
Yeah, that's because he goes by 10 different screen names. And it was very clear he was like. The funny thing was in his last video, I died laughing, is he made a comment on one of my comments, And he said it was Robert specifically saying he was trying to fix me. And Alpha Egos goes, no, more like I was trying to save her, like Jesus. The motherfucker compared himself to Jesus, trying to save me from my, oh my God, my morality. Like, it's so
what
fucking
you
ridiculous.
you want him to say he wants you to go to hell? He wants to save you. That's a good thing.
Oh my God, there's nothing I'm doing wrong that would send me to hell. Does he not realize that he literally misrepresented everything I said? And just because we disagree on something doesn't mean I'm going to hell. Come on now. That is fucking ridiculous.
All right, but
yes, Tavia, he's a religious nut job.
okay, but even so, you have to admit his videos are kind of funny though. You have to get some humor from it. Come on, even if he is picking on you or whatever, isn't it funny? Like,
I mean, yeah, it's funny, but
you took your joke about the dildo in Texas thing about legalizing dildo or whatever you said seriously. That was funny.
Who takes that kind of shit seriously? Like, who honestly looks in the mirror and is like, I'm really upset that Texas allows so many different types of dildos. Like, does he seriously sit there and think at night, like, does that include anal beads? Does that include this? Does that include that? What the actual fuck is wrong with you, dude? I am always tongue-in-cheek. I never take much in life too seriously. Calm down, buddy. You're not saving anybody but your fucking hand. Like, chill out.
Yeah, I wanted to see him call in. I don't know why he never calls into these streams.
Because he's a bitch.
He keeps saying, like, you don't like him and that you blocked him or whatever. But I can't stop him from
I did,
calling in.
like 10 times. Because he's psychotic.
But all he has to do is make another account and still call in. It doesn't matter.
No, I don't have him blocked on the call-in thing. I have him blocked on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can
like
still
a
call
bunch
in.
of them. Yeah, that's because it's a lot easier for him to formulate a video, misrepresent what I said, and then all 84 of his subscribers will listen. I guess. I'm not really worried about it, but the last one pissed me off.
He has 80. I have more subscribers than him. I actually passed 100 subscribers like a few weeks ago.
That's freaking awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks. I actually have more subscribers than him. Yeah, I've been on YouTube for a long while. Like, I can live stream. I don't have any of the restrictions. I could always post videos for as long as I want them to be. I've posted like a 3-hour video, and I could always live stream. I don't need the. You need like 1,000 subscribers to live stream or something like that.
Do you?
Doesn't apply to me because, well, I don't. Isn't that like a rule? Like, you need.
I thought at one point you had to. Yeah.
But yeah, I never had any of those restrictions. Like the 15-minute thing too. Like, you can only upload a video
15 minutes, yeah, and then there was restrictions on thumbnails for a while too.
Yeah, I never had any of those. I could always upload as long a video I want, and I could always live stream. I'm pretty sure you need 1,000 to live stream. I've heard of it.
I'm pretty sure, because when I got a copyright strike, I had to use my backup channel, which I don't ever use for anything anymore. But
yeah,
I don't think I could live stream because I only had like 600 subs.
Yeah, I've done it before, but I was really just live streaming to upload a video. It was kind of weird. It wasn't a premiere either. It was before premiere. But I was just testing live.
Premieres aren't bad. Me and Bianca, I do one with Bianca every week.
Yeah, basically what I did, I was trying to upload this really long video, but I just did it as a live stream instead to record it. But yeah, I deleted it anyway. So, you have anybody else in the back room?
Yeah, Tominus is here.
Yeah, okay, I'll just mute and stay silent and listen to the show in the background. If you don't mind.
Well, you're more than welcome to always join the conversation.
Yeah, just don't kick me like the last time.
Just don't what?
Don't kick me like the last time you kicked me.
Did I kick you last time?
Yeah, but I was trolling you. I was playing like a different video. I wasn't talking.
You like to do that. You're super nice to me, but then I'll see you in comment section like, fuck that bitch. No, not really saying that, but like, when doesn't she say stupid shit? Like,
Is that
yeah.
all you have? Like, that's the only thing I've said more stuff than that. Come
Oh
on.
no, you said more stuff. Like I think it was a debate with Shane. I seen you talking shit, and yeah, there's more than that, but that's the most recent one.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. You're never mean
You,
to me, so I should
I don't have a reason to be mean to you. You're totally fine. But yeah, let me bring Ominous on. You're more than welcome to ever talk. I don't care. I literally don't. I promise.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I thought I dropped the call.
No, but all I did was like play a video of someone else talking, some other YouTuber. It was a joke. I wasn't trying to like do anything bad.
Oh, I was so confused at what that was. Okay, I was like, now that makes sense. I didn't know if that was actually even really you.
Yeah, it was me. I was just trolling.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, now
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm saying
understand.
when you kicked me, because you thought it was just someone like a fake bot or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. That's too funny. Now that makes sense. All right, Leo, I'm gonna bring Hominus on. Thank you so much. It was nice
All
talking
right,
to you.
all right, bye.
Bye. Gary, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my volume down before my family hears what you're saying. Thanks. I'm sorry, Gary. It was I did a stream earlier this week about Alpha Eagle, and it's actually good to hear from Leo because I generally thought he hated my guts, but he just he don't take shit I say seriously. Like, just don't, unless I'm like talking through, a video or through a live stream. Don't take things I say seriously. I'm not a very serious person. Yeah, no. Thank you so much, Gary. Hominous. Let me bring you on. There we
Hey,
go.
hello, Tristan. How you doing?
Good. How are you, Hominous?
Oh, right now, having chilling on a lazy Sunday afternoon. It's all good.
What's your disagreement?
Disagreement. No more of
Yeah.
disagreement, just like random thoughts.
Yes.
And since all of you were talking about Alpha Eagle, I'll just say that he's not to be taken seriously. That's it.
I
He's,
I love that your comments about God were just completely ignored. Like, just completely.
oh, you saw them,
Yes.
right? I mean, I just put comments. Those comments were like Christianity 101, and Alpha Eagle was unable to answer to those comments. I mean, what
No,
can I say?
and
Please go
what is
ahead.
no, I was to say, what is that? Protest or something? I don't know. I'm not a very like
Uh,
versed person, but thou protest or something like.
no, it's when Jesus Christ was before Pontius Pilate, before he was executed by the Romans. Pontius Pilate uh, asked Jesus Christ about, "Are you king?" Because the Pharisees back then and were were accusing Jesus of trying to revolt against the Roman Empire, and they say we have heard him say he's the Son of God and he's king. And back then, the Roman Empire was the invading force on Israel.
Mm-hmm.
They were boss. They were the ones that say what was going to be done on Israel. So Jesus Christ answered to Pontius Pilate. He said, "My kingdom is not of this earth. My kingdom is not of this realm. If my kingdom was of this earth, my followers have fought. They should. They were going to fight to defend him, but because my kingdom is not of this earth, they didn't. They didn't do it. Meaning that, well, let's make it quick. Kingdom refers to a government.
Right.
So, and when Jesus Christ said, "My kingdom," he was saying he was also a king, but his government, it wasn't like the rest of the governments of the earth. Anyone who has read the Bible and studied the Bible knows that. Not only you had to read the Bible, but you also had to read other books to understand the how can I say it? Oh, I'm forgetting that word. Mm, Oh, no, 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 no. Don't fail me now. What's the word? The context.
Yes.
People need to read, to keep reading and studying to understand the context of that. And Alpha Ego didn't answer to my comments on that. Also, he didn't answer my comments on give to Caesar's what is Caesar's and to God what is God's. He also couldn't understand that, which is also pretty simple. When back then, let me take this out. Back then, the Jewish nation had to pay taxes to the Romans. So, in an intent to make Jesus look bad to the Roman Empire, or and also to make him look bad to the Jewish people, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, the religious leaders of the Jewish nation back then, tried to make him trip if it was correct to pay taxes to the Roman Empire, of or if it wasn't. If Jesus had said, yes, it's incorrect to pay taxes to the Roman Empire, then they would have a reason to accuse him of treason. If Jesus had said no, then sorry, I apologize. It's all the way around. If Jesus had said yes, it's correct to pay taxes to the Roman Empire, then the religious leaders will say, well, you know what? Our people is suffering under the Roman Empire, and you are saying yes, it's correct to pay taxes to them, then you are not, let's say, you are a traitor to our people.
Somebody get him.
And
no, hold on.
Whoa. Okay. Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw it.
Holy fuck. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I remember my catechism and stuff like that very little, but nothing like what you do. But Shane's correct. That's what I meant. The lady doth protest too much. Meaning like he's projecting, right? He's trying to say, I am this man of God. I pray for her. Like, your prayers are very vapid and nothing. Because what you actually, you're not doing. How do I say
this is where I'm
nicely?
going with this.
You're a fake ass
this
Christian.
Is where I'm going.
Yeah.
This is where I'm going. Back then, Jesus Christ didn't take part in politics.
Right.
There is also in the Bible, I'm not sure if Alpha Ego has read that part, that in a few occasions, the people back then wanted to take Jesus and make him a king. And it says in the Bible that he walked away from them because that wasn't his purpose on earth. It was his purpose on earth. On earth, it wasn't to be a king
Right.
in earth on that time. And when Jesus said, "Give to Caesar's what is Caesar's, and to God what is God's," he was referring, okay, pay the tax to the Roman Empire, but your worship, your loyalty, it has to be to God.
Yes.
That's what he meant. So when he said that, there was no base for the religious leaders back then to accuse him of one thing or another thing. Simple as that. And the thing is, right now, in this moment, people see the president, you know, the political leaders, people see them almost like gods from both
And
sides.
that's ridiculous. Absolutely.
It is ridiculous. They all, and you know, and it is not a crazy thing to say that the political leaders are getting are being worshipped by people nowadays. You see the attitude of the people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Trump is our savior. He's going to take us to the promised land." Actually, there are several videos about white supremacists saying that Trump is going to take us to the promised land, and the other side, oh, Biden is this and that, whatever.
That
So
is insane to me. And now they're doing it in a weird part. I've seen a lot of worshiping of DeSantis. Right, I can't think of his first name, from Florida. Ron DeSantis, is that his name?
I don't know. The guy, the Florida, Texas. Okay, please go ahead.
No. I was just saying, I've seen a lot of it now that Trump's lost power. I've seen a lot of the worshiping of who they want next. And it's really, really sad to see, because it leads people to this really terrible mindset where you see people like Alpha Eagle, who, instead of actually going by his Christian values, he's actually
Advocating for man, for the
yes,
Muslim man.
and advocating for being extremely hateful. And that's exactly opposite of what he should be.
Yep. Yeah,
Pretty freaking ridiculous.
That's the point. I mean, if you are saying that you are Christian, well, preach and practice what Jesus did. If you are saying you are a Christian, then you have to follow Jesus' example of not taking part on politics. But, well, it's all the way around today.
Yeah, and I think at this point, that last video pissed me off. But at this point, I am not going to give him any sort of I think he likes the attention. I think he kind of thrives on it. I mean, I think you've seen a lot of the screen names he's came around with. He's been, like something very simple. Like when I was streaming with Liana, and he was like real upset that we were using Ezra Miller's pronouns. And I'm like, it's okay. What? Like, it's okay that you care for the person, not the ideology.
Yeah, about pronouns of Ezra Miller.
I get it. I understand it, but I don't mind doing it because I want everyone to feel respected.
No,
you know what I mean?
That's okay. That's okay. But if Ezra Miller is saying, did you saw when he was getting arrested?
Mm-hmm.
Did you saw that video that he was discussing with the police? Oh, my pronouns are he, they, them. What other ones? Dude.
Wait, there's a video?
There is a video of he getting arrested.
Oh my God, I gotta look it up. I didn't know that.
Oh, but Hominos Nocturna knows.
I need to look it up. I had no clue. That's awesome. Okay, that's kind of awesome.
I'm going. Wait a moment. A ver, let me. Can I link it here? I don't know. Let me see. Here in the comments, paste.
Should be able to. You're right.
A ver.
There we go.
There it is.
Oh my God. Oh my
Check it
God.
Check it out. Yeah.
Here, let me share my screen.
Yeah,
Noah, you are up next. After we look at this video, I promise I'm not ignoring you, but I gotta see this. I had no idea. Oh my God.
Go ahead.
I'm trans. Okay.
I'm not transgender, non-binary. I don't want to be searched by a man. I'm transgender, non-binary, and I don't want to be searched by a man.
Okay, to be fair here, generally when people are searched by cops, they go by gender. So him being searched by a man as a biological male makes sense. Okay.
Go ahead.
I claim my Fourth Amendment rights. No. I got assaulted and I started filming. Okay. Let's show you the video. Let's talk stories outside. Let's talk stories outside.
And Ezra Miller, this is on the warrant.
He said, let's talk stories.
29, location Hill.
I got assaulted in this bar twice in a row. I film myself when I get assaulted for NFT crypto art.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
and it's getting better.
Ezra, honey, get some help.
It's going to get better.
What's your name? What's your badge number? Tell me your name and your badge number.
White key.
Ezra.
Full name.
He just went straight up demon.
Control 131.
I'm being arrested for disorderly conduct?
Yeah.
Okay. I was assaulted, you understand, right?
Okay.
Well, you could have told us that instead of running away and playing all of this theatrics. You could have just told us that.
I'm sorry,
No, you're
officer.
not sorry. You could have took this thing real quick. But no, you wanted to play the game.
I was complying.
Well, you wasn't complying.
I was. You said get off the road, get off the road.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you
I
never.
walked on the edge of the road.
Central 131
So what did I do wrong?
You spit in somebody's
Okay, a
face.
guy in that bar declared himself as a Nazi. I have it on film, and he attacked me.
Okay.
I claim my Ninth Amendment rights to not be unlawfully persecuted for a crime of no designation, disorderly conduct being something I am unguilty of. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights to not be searched and seized on no probable cause that you will not be able to offer in a court of law. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights to not be unlawful. Hey, you just touched my penis. Please don't do that. I'm not transgender, non-binary. I don't want to be searched by a man. I'm transgender, non-binary, and I don't want to be searched by a man. I claim my Fourth Amendment rights. Those are Nerf guns, just in case you worry that they're bullets. Those are Nerf bullets.
Thank you for letting
They are fake and they are a toy.
Thank you for letting
This is my belt buckle and my Nerf bullets.
I appreciate that.
Please don't take them from me. I have nerve damage from police handcuffs.
Oh my God.
My life in New Jersey. I know y'all are not those cops, but please,
Nerve
please do not
damage.
damage my nerves in my hands again. It'd be really, really awful for me.
Sorry, sir.
I'm sorry. I'm not a sir. I'm transgender, non-binary. Please don't refer me as sir. It's not right here.
Okay. I was just trying to be respectful.
If you failed to do that again, that is an
Oh my God.
intentional bigotry and
Oh my God.
crime according to U.S. federal law. Please
Ezra.
pay them theirs. You can use the term mix. Or is your body cam still on?
Yeah, sit down.
Hey,
Did you make sure it's on?
Yeah, it's on.
Please don't touch any of it. It's all sacred religious material. None of it is illegal.
What's up?
I really appreciate if you didn't touch it because it's all from my religion, Judaism.
Oh. What did I just watch?
Welcome to the Twilight Zone.
Oh my gosh, Gary, thank you so much. No effing way. You have not seen this. I had no idea. I had no freaking clue. I knew about the crypto thing. I didn't think he actually said it. I thought he wrote it in a police report or something. But what just happened? Ezra. Oh, honey. Oh. So when did this come out during the trial?
I don't know. So the thing is this. He's getting arrested. Yes, I say he. He's getting arrested by the police. And his main concern are pronouns.
Yeah, that's pretty
Something just doesn't add up in there.
I don't think it's all registering upstairs.
Yeah, so when it comes to Ezra Miller, is he a groomer? I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't saw him with the little girl. I don't know. But I'll tell you this.
Wow.
Ezra Miller is a nut job to the fifth degree on paper. So instead of playing the Flash, right now he should be playing the Joker.
I mean, he needs to just seek, like, the only reason I heard it was false was I seen a video from Saggy. It was like 2 minutes long about somebody saying it was false. That's where that came from. Like I said, I have not researched this case. The very little we talked about it maybe 2 months ago was before all of this came out. But goodness, honey, oh my God, get some help. Oh my God. When you were like, Shane said it best. You have the right to remain silent. Exercise it. Don't say anything. Don't give any ammunition. Just stay silent. It's not a hate crime. He was trying to, it was clear, like, I'm the last person to defend cops, but he was clearly trying to respect him. He wasn't like trying to do some.
But you're the first person to recognize when cops do a good job. Let me tell you this. Cops treated him pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I agree. They were trying to do their job, and
he was
holy shit,
pretty good by the cops. I mean, if that is an arrest, hey, I want to have arrest too. I mean, I don't know. I don't know with this guy. I mean,
oh my goodness gracious, Gary, thank you so much. Watch more videos because this must out chasing him when he says, "Look after my flash ring. It means a lot to me." Ooh, I'll have to look it up after the stream. Oh my goodness. There's no way at this point they can't do anything but recast him. I'm sorry. WB has I need a cigarette after watching that. WB has a very big problem on their hands, and that is Amber Heard and Ezra Miller. Huge problems for them.
Yeah, the issue is this. Is Ezra Miller screwing up when filming the movies? That's the issue. If he's getting arrested, if he's doing things outside the film studio when he's doing movies, whatever, that's one thing. But if he's doing things when he's filming,
or with his flash ring,
or if he's attacking people and other actors in there, I mean, then there is a reason to fire him.
Wow. That is mind-blowing. I can't believe Ezra acted that way.
Oh, come on, Tristan. The guy has been doing this thing for years. Oh, do you want me to hold you like in the movie? Yeah, I'm gonna hold you like in the movie. Come here, girl. Die, bitch. Die, bitch. I mean, come on. He was choking that person.
That one felt very staged, though. But remember that one where he was like, I'm talking to the KKK. He was like, oh, I forget, like the Grandmaster Wizard. He was like like it was beyond insane. You know what? I blame Zack Snyder. No, not poor Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder hired Ezra, hired Amber. No, I'm just kidding. I just don't like Zack Snyder that much. But yeah, wow.
I mean, the guy obviously has problems.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he definitely does. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I can deal with eccentric, but come on, you're getting criminal at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, then he goes to Hawaii and attacks people there, and
007 Angelo, thank you so much. Tristan, you just watched another escapee from Arkham Asylum. That's right. WB won't keep them on lockdown. Yeah, they need to do something. And
I hope, and you know what? I hope I'm wrong. I sincerely hope I am wrong, but sooner or later, Ezra Miller is going to screw up big time.
Yeah,
He's going to do something that not even the LGBTQ community will defend. The LGBTQ community will be like, yeah, we don't know you, bitch. Bye.
Yeah, that he's got some issues he needs to work out. He needs to really do something. But ominous! I am going to bring on Noah. He's never been on before, so I want to make sure I get him on. But Thank you so much. I
thanks
cannot
to you.
believe that.
Thanks to you, and thanks for this occasion, this opportunity. Okay, bye bye, because I'm taking too long.
Bye, Ominous. Dun, dun, dun. I hope. I brought what? Here we go. There we go. Okay. Sorry. Noah, am I saying that right?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, cool. No, it's Neo, like the video
Neo,
game.
like the video game.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah,
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you've been saying that wrong for like the past like 2 to 3 years now.
Of course I am. I'm so sorry.
That was my only disagreement. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, just kidding. I did have a disagreement. I forgot what video, but on occasion you do say that I guess quality in media is entirely subjective, and that's what
Right.
I had to disagree with.
You
I
don't
forgot
think?
what arguments you made. Like, okay, I'm sorry.
No,
you were saying
what I mean is like, so you can I can look at art, and love it. But there are certain artists in comic books or whatever that I don't necessarily care for, but the next person can love. So I think any sort of entertainment or and that's why we get a variety, whether it's comic books or shows or any sort of movies. We get a variety because we all have different interests. We all have, different things that is subjective. Sure, there are objective ways to like score things, but I think generally when you talk about, entertainment as a whole, it is pretty subjective.
Okay, so yeah, I can agree with that because the first time I heard you say it, I think it was under a different context. I think it was like I don't know. I think you were talking about like Fandom Menace and all those anti-SJW like idiots talking about like woke this, woke that, and you said that like I don't remember like specifically word for word what you said, but like I did agree with some of the criticisms, not the people in general, but like you said that like I think you said like viewing or just calling this thing bad or worse like doesn't mean anything because it's entirely subjective. I think they were talking about the writing or something. That's what I disagreed with.
Generally, and I know
'Cause
I
that's how
shouldn't.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
No. Generally, I shouldn't do this, but I'm very dismissive of those types because it's a
Oh no,
pattern
don't get me
of.
wrong. I am. It's just I only look at the arguments. I don't like those people at all.
Right. Yeah, I'm not a fan either. And I think if you're looking at something going, this is woke, I'm not gonna take you seriously because that's not a good
Yeah,
excuse. Tell me what's wrong with it. Tell me yeah.
Yeah.
So generally I'm probably more dismissive than I should be, but I don't have time for lazy ass critiques. If I wanna know if something's good, I'm gonna get somebody that I actually respect.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I respect that. I genuinely have the same views and stuff. Obviously, like the people on the opposite end that just like praise everything to no end and just like dissent on people who like have like genuine criticisms. Like I can't respect those people.
Right.
I forgot because unfortunately for me, like around the time when like I was unfortunately like one of those people who kind of grew up with not grew up with, but I guess at the time when like that whole anti-SJW movement was starting like to pop off with the Force Awakens, because I'd never seen Star Wars at that point, and it was marketed as like a reboot. Anybody could just get into it, yada yada. I went to go watch it. I still think it's pretty forgettable. Not the point. So yeah, I used to be in those. I used to be in those groups like Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic. But then as I got old, yeah, I know.
No. I understand. I fell for the shit sometimes too. We're all human. It is the same video over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's like we get it.
Yeah.
We get it. Okay.
Yeah, I was 16 at the time, so I was like pretty impressionable, even if I was like getting close to being an adult. So it's like, ugh, I cringe. I just cringe thinking back at like all those like videos I used to watch, all that time I wasted. And I'm so
I
glad I deactivated my Twitter when I did. Holy
Oh,
shit!
I get Twitter is such a it's
Yeah,
a mistake to society.
yeah. You should honestly like the only people that should have a Twitter are like professionals who just like either need to market or like people who just like I don't know. I just feel like certain people shouldn't be on the internet like at all. Like I know like freedom of speech and all that, but honestly, some perspectives just don't deserve to be listened to. I'm like one of those people.
I get it
Like,
because I always used to be of the mindset that all opinions are created equal, but then I'm like, no, there are
no,
some that are absolutely not. Like there are people that
yeah,
opinions aren't near as educated, or there are opinions that are clearly based off ideology. Just no, they're
yeah.
not. What was I thinking?
I know, especially on Twitter where it's kind of incentivized for you to be disingenuous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just so much time. Ugh.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
Yeah. Because like obviously as I got older, I started to realize like I thought you could review things objectively, but then again as I got older, I started realizing like well, there's not like a universal metric for which we review things. There's only like a colloquial feeling of a movie or I guess something culturally impactful, whether it be like a Star Wars, a Predator, like anything that's like withstood the test of time. Like I realized that there's just like I guess a colloquial I'm surprised I can just say that word consistently. Yeah, yeah. So I realized there can be colloquial consensus on whatever it is, but
Right.
you can still yeah you can still review it like or just look at it like through the writing or filmmaking. But for somebody like me, because I'm studying since I'm in college, I kind of realized I wanted to just do like writing and like storytelling, all that stuff.
Oh, that's
And
amazing.
yeah, because at first I was thinking of doing like voiceover, like cartoons and stuff. But then I realized like after doing research for one of my communication classes, I realized like you gotta be passionate about it because it does not pay enough. Like God
Oh
damn, it does not
yeah.
pay enough. Just give
That's
me
so
a
cool
second.
though. So what do you want to pursue?
Just sorry about that, my neighbor.
Oh, you're fine.
Uh, generally, I just want to like be able to, I guess, just be able to write within like any genre or any medium. Because I have spoken to a couple of writers at the conventions. Like recently, I got to speak with Kyle Higgins at this Los Angeles Comic Con thing.
Oh,
He's
that's
a pretty cool dude, IRL.
awesome.
Yeah, he gave me some pretty solid advice, although like I guess generic because I kind of realized that yeah, you kind of shouldn't just be asking these general questions because you can kind of tell by the look on their faces they get like tired of that question. I kind of felt bad.
Have you
Not
read
his fault,
his
but like
oh my gosh, what's his new one? The Power Ranger type one.
I thought he was I thought he finished that book a long time ago.
No, I know, but I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's not Ultra Mega. That's not him. I cannot
Radiant Black.
Radiant Black. Yes.
I've only read the first issue, but
Same.
I like it. I like it. Like since I just finished my semester, I'm gonna take my time like just catching up with shit. But yeah, I've spoken to Kyle Higgins. I asked him about his Power Rangers. I specifically asked him like why Power Rangers out of everything. He gave me
Mhm.
like he get not a dismissive answer, but I kind of felt like if like the publishers or anybody heard what he said, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't be able to work with not work. It's just like I wouldn't say that out loud personally. Basically, he said something to the effect like, "Oh, I just saw that there wasn't really anything too appealing to me or what I thought that I would find interesting. So he basically gave him a pitch, and the rest is history.
Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool that you
Yeah,
got to talk to him. That's awesome.
yeah. I've spoken to I forgot this other dude, but he worked on a cartoon that I liked as a kid. It was just call me later, okay? What was I saying? Yeah, it was that I don't know if you ever seen that 2011 Thundercats reboot.
I haven't, no.
Well, it's that reboot where it's like it looks more anime, and honestly, it was one of my favorite shows growing up, and I got to meet one of the main writers, and like
Oh,
he
that's
basically gave me this.
cool.
Yeah, I asked him about like why he got canceled. He gave me some pretty good reasons, and but honestly, what broke me because like the first because there was supposed to be 5 seasons worth, like 12 episodes, 52 episodes, uh, in total. What hurt me the most is like, oh, in the second season, like they were supposed to get like supposed to be a time skip. Like the main character was supposed to look like a lot more like his father. Would have gone to pretty cool like a pretty cool direction, but yeah, sadly it came out too soon. If it came out today, there's no way it would not be canceled, especially with that anime aesthetic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's gotten so popular.
Hmm. Yeah, that's another thing too. I realized that like because I'm a relatively new comics reader. Because in
Mhm.
2018, literally, I shit you not, literally, like out of the blue one day, because I forgot which like Marvel movie I was watching. I don't know. I don't remember what Marvel movie came out in 2018. But like after I watched it, like maybe like a few days later, I legit said in my mind, like, wait, these are like comic book characters, right? And I just go looking on the internet, like where to start, and I just get bombarded with all this nonsense. Like, oh god.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, because for me, I grew up with more manga, anime, stuff like Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh,
Right.
all that stuff. Like there were like some of those like Spider-Man cartoons that I did like, but since they came out at a time where like everything was like more than likely to get canceled because yeah, because like different rights issues and generally animation just not being taken that seriously in the States. Yeah, I just gravitated more to manga and anime. This is just like a lot more. Obviously, there's like more variety, more that I can sink
Oh
my
yeah.
teeth into.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of variety when it comes to anime and manga. I didn't realize it a lot of the time until talking with Bianca about it. And there is just manga
Yeah,
and anime about
it's not a genre.
everything.
It's yeah, it's a damn medium, not a genre.
Yeah, and I swear if Americans could get over their high horse and not taking animation as seriously, we could get some really quality stuff. But no, we're like so we're going to just go watch anime. Sorry. Like it
Yeah,
needs
because
to
like
be taken seriously.
yeah, because I'm kind of tired of just seeing everything Pixar and Disney animated
Yeah.
wise. I
Yeah.
mean, not that I'm like getting tired of it, because obviously like those are people who like work the hardest. Like I have a lot of respect. It's just I wish there was like more variety and just different subject matter. And
Yeah.
and also I think because I also did like a research paper for one of my classes, and I kind of realized like after not to get like too like political, but like there the U.S. and Japan had two different responses in their media after the Hiroshima bombing, like the second one.
Mhm.
So that's why a lot of the things have like, stood the test of time. Like, have you ever heard of a Fist of the North Star?
I haven't.
Well, it's a pretty popular like manga series, but my point is like a lot of series like that had a lot of post-apocalyptic settings because of like yeah, a lot of post-apocalyptic apoc- fuck, apocalyptic settings and different subject matter like I guess like rations of war and like, stuff like that.
Right.
And the U.S. meanwhile they mostly kind of veered away. Like they had like some propaganda pieces. Like you can find some online. Like WB was hired to make like some. It's kind of strange. It's a lot more innuendo based, and it's very strange. But a lot of our parents that grew up with animation are mainly the reason why we don't take it as seriously. Because I imagine if you ask your parents like what were the cartoons they were growing up with, most likely it would be stuff from like Hanna-Barbera, like the Flintstones,
Yeah.
the
Bugs Bunny
Jetsons.
types. Yep.
Yeah, and there's like nothing wrong with those, but you can find like older cartoons that basically have like pretty cheap animation where they just like they edited in somebody's like mouth, like legit just their mouth. Like they didn't animate it, they just put somebody's lips over a character to just not have to animate. There'd be a lot of like still images and just like lowbrow humor because it was seen as more childish. Same with like comics at the time.
Hmm.
Yeah, meanwhile, Japan basically, I guess like they've always had like not always, but from my memory, like, I'm pretty sure like Astro Boy, if you know what that is, like was one of those it was one of those
Oh, I know
pieces
it.
where like
Yeah,
the
I
kid
know
had
what
it really
Astro Boy is. Yeah.
yeah, that's like another one of those series that came out at the time, and you can see like a lot of like I guess connections and I guess like I guess infer things from that time period as opposed to like American like animation and things like that.
Yeah. Let me get these super chats real quick. I'm sorry. 1 second.
Oh, that's fine.
Thank you so much, 007 Angelo. So Ezra being trans makes him reverse Flash.
I don't think
See,
that's how that works.
I was gonna say I don't think that's quite how that works, buddy. Thank you so much. Oh, I know I've seen Gary. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
You can watch
they're
the
method acting like Barry Allen because they're on the run, aren't they? Or was that misinformation?
I don't know. I guess I should have followed it closer. You can watch the YouTube video called "For NFT Crypto: Bizarre Ezra Miller Hawaii Arrest," captured on body cam by Daily Mail, because I want to see reaction and opinions. He gets aggressive. Oh my
no.
goodness, Ezra. I might save that for the morning brew. I think
Ooh.
I'm going to. I think I'll do a morning stream this week and save that for that. That's awesome. I will put it on my docket, Gary. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I missed all that. There was so much when it came to the trial. It was hard staying up with the news, and wow, goodness gracious. All right. I am going to bring in the next person, but thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, no problem.
Or clicking in, rather.
Yeah.
All right. I will talk to you later. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, there we go.
Bye. Hello, Tyrone. Oh, I should have the names up. I don't have the names up.
What's good?
Is it Tyrone?
Tyron.
Tyron. Okay. I'm sorry. I pronounce everyone's name wrong. So welcome to
No
the call.
problem. I get that all the time.
What's
But
your
I'd love
disagreement?
to like share my thoughts on like how
Okay.
people say like use the terms to like spread like misinformation and propaganda against a group of people. Like they use the term woke, and I'm pretty sure like they don't understand what that term is and where it started from.
Right.
Because
it was appropriated.
Yeah, it is appropriated because like people, it started with the Black community doing like their work in social justice issues, but then it went all mainstream with LGBT appropriating the term, and like these corporate industries like DC or Marvel or anything in Hollywood appropriated it and try to use it as like a pandering mechanism or to like use it as a pacifying mechanism to like hush up Black Americans for asking for like restitution and just throwing out like characters that don't really do anything for people, but it does in a way because you have like positive images for like people of color, but it doesn't cut it when you don't have like people that are of those communities writing those stories and giving these characters like villains or stories that's unique to those characters and developing the characters that they already have in their library. Like you'll have like Black characters that are like sidekicks or replacement of the main white heroes, like Jon Stewart. He was introduced as like a Black exploitation type character, where over time he evolved into like a pacified liberal type character, conservative in a way where it's not too radical for white readers' appetites, but they don't introduce stories to where like people can all relate to, that's relatable more to a Black experience. You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question for you. Would you rather see something like and this is really sad that I have to think about it this much. Like I've been reading I Am Batman, right? That's Jace Fox's story, his Batman. Would you rather see that character, you know, kind of not be Batman? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he can be Batman. He can be Batman, or he can make his own like a unique uniform or something like that. But they're not having artists or illustrators or writers that's from that community making these characters, or they're not introducing unique new characters into these worlds that relates more to that community.
Right. No, I completely agree. A lot of times, so me and Bianca had a conversation earlier about is pandering bad? But a lot of times when you do it in this way, it kind of does end up in a negative light because you're not getting real world experience. You're not getting what actually needs to be represented. Instead, you're kind of having these Black characters that are reiterating anything a white character would say. It's no different.
Yeah, because like the comic book industry is really a Jewish man's experience, because like the X-Men, that's more like a Jewish civil rights issue, because you barely have any like Black X-Men that are Black American descent. You have like 2 token Black characters that's not really representing Black America like that. Like one guy is from the future with a gun and like energy powers, and you have a chick from Africa that can't really relate to a Black American experience. And yeah, she's like the leader of the X-Men at times, but she really doesn't have anything going for her like Wolverine or Cyclops, with their own like unique villains towards them and their own unique stories.
What about somebody like Black Lightning?
Black Lightning, yeah, he's a positive image, but usually they revert him to like a side character when in other media.
Like Batman and the Outsiders, he's always kind of at Batman's whim.
Yeah.
And that's
or
really
you have like popular white characters stealing like other characters, villains from other titles. Like you have Deathstroke. He's usually a like Teen Titans, Dick Grayson type villain, but fans introduced to him in the modern age associate him with Batman because of that cash grab Arkham Origins.
Oh yeah. And so what do you, in this kind of situation, what do you think a company like DC or even Marvel should do in order to introduce like authentic stories? Do you like something new or something more along the lines of, did you ever read those Other History of the DC universe?
The Other History of the DC universe? I have not, ma'am. I'm more of a Ninja Turtle, Power Rangers type fan because one of the greatest all time villains is like the Shredder and Baxter Stockman, which in those books they rarely had any like development, but they left an impact on the franchise with that most people don't even recognize.
A Turtles fan. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah, Mirage TMNT fan.
I like the Turtles now. I used to hate them because they took a spot up in Injustice 2, and I was
Really?
never
You
gonna
hate the
forgive them.
Turtles?
No,
Oh my
I
god, you
like
gotta
them
read
now.
the original Mirage run. It's classic.
I do. I just went over with Robert what's it called? The Last Ronin, and that was really good.
Last Ronin's not my team. Like, I'm much more of the original recipe from Volume 4 where they show like the true real history, which Donatello's actually the last Ronin in that kind of continuity.
Oh, you know what? What about the Milestone universe? Have you read any of those?
I
The
heard of
relaunch?
Static and Hardware. I'm not too familiar with the Milestone universe, but I'm more familiar with like Image Spawn with Todd McFarlane. That's a cool character that
Spawn is awesome, yeah.
most people don't really know about because he went out in a hiatus kind of thing within the late 90s after the year of Spawn.
Yeah, I know the relaunch or the newer stuff. I haven't kept up with it like I should.
Yeah, and I was saying in the chat earlier, they ought to like bring him back into like live action and more video games or more books and other media because he's really slept on in a way.
I thought at one point they were doing a movie. But
Yeah,
I haven't heard
Todd was
anything.
planning on doing like a movie where he was trying to make him as like a Jaws kind of figure where he was in the shadows and he transformed into like a mattress or something like that. And he wasn't like the main focus. It was his side character, Twitch, that was the main character.
So why do that? Then you make them a side character once again.
Exactly, and Spawn is a really deep character. He's more relatable. And it's sad because like they can't even use his vital characters that made him the way he is, like Chapel. That's really a Rob Liefeld creation, and they can't really use Angela either because Marvel's hogging her. And they stole like Cagliostro and stuff like that.
I think they're trying to flesh out this universe because they've got like Gunslinger, Spawn, and they've got I think 3 different titles going. But I think they're trying to flesh it out, but it does seem like they're wasting a lot of these really good characters. And not only that, but like I mentioned the Milestone universe. Milestone's doing a lot of really cool stuff with like Blood Syndicate, which is this awesome team that Jeffrey Thorne is kind of rewriting their history, but it's I had him on about a month ago and it felt very authentic. He felt like he was trying to, because he's a black man himself, he's trying to write it, but then again also he's and I mean this in the nicest way possible to Jeffrey Thorne, he's an older man, so he's not, he's a little bit more dare I say privileged at this point. He's not writing an authentic experience, and that's really hard. But he also, I don't know. It's a really hard thing to grasp. And I mentioned Batman earlier, or I'm not Batman, because Jace Fox is finally like out of Gotham. He's in New York. It finally feels like they're trying to flesh him out, and a lot of people are kind of sleeping on that title. We're actually,
what about
really
that
good.
Robin that they introduced, that black one? I think his name is Luke Thomas or something like that.
Luke Fox.
No, not Luke Fox. The We Are Robin character.
Duke.
Yeah, Duke. Have they done anything with him? And like they tried to like introduce with that Gotham Knights show, like they handpicked random characters out bottom of the barrel, but they couldn't get like characters like Cassandra Cain or
Cassandra's
these other
awesome.
black Batmans that they introduced in the comics, but they picked out random shit like Duala Dent or Carrie Kelly and Stephanie Brown, like these characters that don't contribute anything to like the main Bat family.
And then if you look at the characters on screen, I had no idea what I was looking at. Like, I like Duella Dent, but that bitch is crazy. Like, she is a straight up villain. It also, it makes no sense to me when they're doing the CW, and that's a whole mess in itself. CW is terrible. But,
and I hate the fact that DC never did anything with like Cassandra Cain. They removed her from out of the Batgirl role and brought back Barbara when she was like a crippled hero to some of the disabled fans.
No, when she was Oracle.
Yeah, Oracle. I kind of hated that trend.
You hated it?
Yeah, I loved her as Oracle, but I hated how they brought her back as Batgirl from no reason, and in the movies they stumbled with the Oracle type character, because the first time they tried to introduce Oracle into that DC universe, you had the 1997 Steel movie with the Sparky character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was basically Oracle, and they were trying to like smash in different elements from like the death of Superman, but they couldn't even bring in like the Tim Burton Superman that they were trying to put out in the 90s, and they couldn't bring in like the Schumacher Batmans because those movies flopped.
Robert said Duke was in The Outsiders. Duke is Signal in The Outsiders. But that wasn't lately. That was like 2 years ago. That was I forget his name. I had him on before, but that was a long time ago. That was when they were kind of like shipping Duke with Cassie Cain, kind of. That was a while back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did an Outsiders run, and it had Black Lightning, it had Duke, it had Cassie, it had Batman. I think Shiva was in and out, but like it was really, really good. I can't think of who wrote it, but it's been a while since the Signal's done anything, and they kind of.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm talking about. They barely use the characters that they introduce in these books and give them their own unique storylines, their own villains that's like up there with like Spider-Man or Batman greatest hits of villains, you know?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so he's in Urban Legends. I dropped that. I apologize. I was wrong there. But yeah, no. Brian Edward Hill, that's who it was. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it does seem like even if they did try, it feels like it would get so much pushback they wouldn't give it enough attention it deserved. Does that
like
make
what
sense?
kind of pushback? Because I don't think really the term woke is the problem. I think it's just like they're running out of ideas and not hiring fresh blood into these companies to present newer stories that readers could engage in.
That's what I mean. I think the Milestone universe got enough pushback. There was a lot of people, and everything I've read so far has been good. I will say Static kind of was okay towards the end, but like it gets pushback because it's constantly. It feels like we're at a point wherever we see a person of color or a queer character, there's going to be controversy, and that's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous to think that that's all it takes for you to be offended at a comic book. Not you. I'm just talking in general.
Yeah, same with the movies as well. But also the companies are showing their own racism too, because like they're using these issues to promote them in the media, but they're not actually standing by those, and they're throwing those actors and those artists under the bus.
Oh yeah, and they don't
like Ray Fisher. They owe Ray Fisher an apology, and they owe him a movie role, because why would they throw him under the bus but not Ezra Miller or Amber Heard?
Yeah,
when all this controversy was coming out.
I thought Ray Fisher got really tiresome with him talking,
We'll
you
get a
know,
take there.
and I've talked about that in the past, but you're right. It is a fucking double standard. Not only did they give him so much shit, they fired, I mean, I know Fantastic Beasts is a little different, but they fired Johnny Depp. They gave Ray Fisher shit, but they're standing by Amber Heard and they are standing by Ezra Miller. Why? What are you actually doing that you think these are good decisions?
Yeah, because they are part of that academy, you know?
What's that? I'm sorry.
They're part of that academy and they have their own code, you know?
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous at that point. I did have problems. I'm not gonna lie. I did have problems the way that like Ray Fisher went after Jeff Johns and a few of the other people, but it shows the hypocrisy behind it all, and it shows these companies. Even though I'm a huge fan of DC Comics, I'm a huge fan of the movies. I love these things, but these companies don't give a shit. At the end of the day, it's all about capitalism, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And they hire shitty writers to put these projects together.
Yep, absolutely. And it's a shame too, because these are some of the best, most iconic characters that they have to play with.
Exactly. They can't even get like the Bat Family correct in live action movies. Like they could have easily made the Matt Reeves universe into supernatural type things, and it could coexist within the greater DC universe with this Flash reboot.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been some sort. I mean, I don't mind the multiverse thing. I like the idea of having different versions of.
But do we really need all these different versions? That's a waste of time and money.
They need to get their main universe fixed before they worry about a fucking multiverse at this point.
Exactly. Like Zack Snyder ruined the chance for like teen sidekicks to exist in his world. They aged up Cyborg to be they aged Cyborg to be like a founding member of the JLA because the New 52 crap.
Yeah.
And they couldn't even get like the other Bat Family members into the fold of the DC universe. They had to just rush into like making using the Elseworld story to get things started. Like, why would you start your universe with the Dark Knight Returns or some or the death of Superman? A great story you could have used. Exactly, a greatest story you could use is like had Batman and Superman first meet Wonder Woman.
That would be amazing.
Another story they could have used. Yeah, another could have used would be what's that story? New Frontier. Modernize the New Frontier.
Oh my god. That would be like instant classic. Or do a all-star Superman, you know, if you got to do them separately. Or do a Tower of Babel. These stories exist.
Yeah,
use them.
And I don't know why they got to start with like Batman's earliest years and his final years instead of his middle years. Like you could have started out your universe with Bruce Wayne already being established and did a Robin origin movie.
That would
instead of just rushing him into Nightwing.
Yep. I couldn't agree more. Robert, thank you so much. We need more Jeremy Adams, Philip Kennedy Johnson, and Williamson writers. Yes, we do. We need more at that level. And they're like the stories that they're writing now, especially Jeremy Adams and Philip Kennedy Johnson, are going to be like Warworld Saga is going to be a classic. These are great stories.
And finally, they're starting to give like Jon Stewart something.
I mean, kind of. That run ended. Jeffrey Thorne made him basically a god, and now it's over with. Like, are we actually going to get more of the Emerald Knights? What's going on? Like, quit playing with our heartstrings here.
Yeah, but I was really talking about that animated movie.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That's a good point.
But too bad they had to steal like Kyle Rayner's origin and give him a separate origin instead of his actual origin.
What's that? Are they doing
They
Kyle
had
Rayner in that?
No, they're giving John Stewart Kyle Rayner's origin.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
what are
always
they
mess up the Green Lanterns,
doing?
bro. Like, they gave Kyle Rayner Hal Jordan's origin in the Superman animated series.
Oh, okay. I know what you mean.
And then they never brought in Hal Jordan into the JLAU unless you count like the alternate universe where in JLA what's that episode where Batman, Wonder Woman, and Green Lantern went back in time to like Jonah Hex. I forget the episode's name, but
I don't know.
But they briefly had Hal Jordan into that series, but he wasn't like a mainstay character into that continuity.
That's a shame. They need to really I don't know. Maybe this Discovery, there is hope though. Like this Discovery merger might actually kick their butt into gear. That's all I can say because it seems like they're trying, but then again, like I've said that how long? I've said that so many times.
I think they should just scrap that idea with the Flash movie and just reboot it and just have them as a solo film that has nothing to do with multiverse travel at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know why they're not doing at least even if they use this Flash to just make one universe and kind of rewrite everything, I'd be okay with that too. Start from the basics.
Yeah, and Flash has his own villains. Why you have to start him out with like Batman? That's too much Batman.
Yeah, they need to bring in it would be even fun to see Mirror Master or Music Meister or something. Just give him his own.
Humanite or Gorilla Grodd.
Oh my god, that would
Captain
be awesome.
Cold.
Captain Cold's my favorite. He's my favorite Flash villain. He's awesome.
Yeah, and I hate how they had to start off the universe with Suicide Squad.
Did you like it though?
No, like knowing the characters like Mongal, she's like a Superman level threat villain. So how did she get taken out by a helicopter? That's goofy. Or Starro getting jobbed out by Harley Quinn and some rats.
But Harley Quinn's so cute. Come on now. Gary, thank you so much.
She was never meant to be like an OP character, you know?
No, you're right. You're right. You should make a gaming channel. Have you ever played the superhero games Infamous 1 and 2? F the third. I have Infamous 1 and 2. I really do need to do more gaming. But thank you so much, Tyron. I am going to wrap up for the night, but I appreciate you you call it in and not really disagreements, but that's okay. We can agree.
Yeah.
That's fun too.
I'd love to come back on.
Yeah,
Thanks for
absolutely. Bye.
You have a wonderful evening.
You too. You too. Bye. All right, guys, I am going to wrap up for the evening, but I simp hard for Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. I simp hard for Harley Quinn. Her 30th anniversary is coming up, and I'm going to do a whole series of videos. It's going to be super fun. But, yes, thank you guys all for watching. That was, you know what? It wasn't even disagreements tonight. But, yeah, I love having this conversation. It's almost like more of a community thing, but it's fun, right? So, all right, guys, I will see you next time.